Guys, you are never going to believe this. I just walked into my dining room and look what I found. Do you see those? What in the world are those? Easter eggs. But wait a minute, I didn't leave them there. I also found something else. It's a picture of the Easter bunny and it says Happy Easter, but there's a note on the back. And guess what? Your name is in it. Yeah, it's true. You're never gonna believe this. I wrote a note to the Easter bunny a few weeks ago and let him know how much I missed you guys and how I wanted him to visit our classroom this year. And you know what? I said how good you've been and how amazing you've been. And then I didn't think anything would happen because we're not in school. But look at, there's all these eggs in front of me and I didn't leave them there. And there's a note from the bunny. Do you want to hear what he said? I can't even believe this. Are you ready? Dear Mrs. Davison, that's me. I hopped by today and left the children in your class a special treat. These are for you. Oh my gosh. I know how much you miss them and how much you're thinking of them. He knows. How does he know that? So please save these Easter eggs for the next time you see your students and make sure you give them each one. There's one for Avery. There's one for Sky and Abby and Kim and Braden and Lorelai and Colby and Ethan and Brielle and Anthony and Elliot and Finley and Daryl and Emma and Sienna and Landon and Magdalena and Molly and Colby. He even mentioned your name. Oh my gosh. Guys, the Easter bunny hopped on by to my house and left these for you. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna save them. And the next time I see you, guess what? I'm gonna bring them for you, okay? How exciting. So see, there is some Easter magic happening, even though we're not at school. Wow, I'm blown away. I just walked in here. These eggs were on the table. This beautiful picture was on the table and the note on the back. And you know what? He mentioned all of your names. Says there's even one here for someone named Aubriella. Wonder who that is. So not only that, I found something else. Wait a minute, what's that behind me? Hey, do you see that? I didn't put that there. Whoa, looks like the bunny left something else. He left a little clue to his identity. There he is, that's really cool. But look what else he left. He left an Easter book. Do you think he wants me to read this to you? Oh, you do ya? I think so too. And because he left all these eggs and one for everybody, I think I should. And Easter is coming up and wow, I wonder if you're doing anything with your families to get ready for Easter. I know it's gonna be a different kind of Easter because you probably aren't going to visit relatives. And you're probably not going to be eating over at other people's houses or going on big Easter egg hunts, but you might be doing some of those things in your own house or in your own yard. How many of you are going to leave an Easter basket for the bunny to fill? I hope I get lots of chocolate. And what about dyeing Easter eggs? Hey, there's all these eggs here. Have you done that yet? Have you colored Easter eggs with your family? We haven't done that yet. We still have to. How about this? Who's gonna leave some carrots out the night before for the bunny? Yeah, he gets pretty tired. I think he's gonna need some of those. Wow. Well, I better get reading. And you know, we're gonna do this one just for fun today because it is almost Easter. And this one's called, whoa, I've never read this one before. It's called The Grumpy Easter Bunny. And this is by Justine Corman. She's the author. She wrote the words, and the illustrator is Lucinda McQueen. Wow, that's some name, Lucinda McQueen. She sounds fancy, doesn't she? All right, so let's just read The Grumpy Easter Bunny. I wonder what the Easter Bunny could be grumpy about. I don't know, if I was the Easter Bunny, I might be grumpy because I was so busy getting ready for all the Easter fun. Are you ready? Let's read. Oh, look at that little guy. Deep in the forest, the night before Easter, the bunnies danced under the moon. They were all as happy as, well, Easter bunnies, except for one grumpy bunny named Hopper. Wonder why he's so grumpy. Oh. After the bunnies had finished dancing, Sir Byron, the great hare, told them, "You are the messengers of spring. Go now and spread love and joy." Hopper kicked a stone and grumbled, "Joy and love? Ha! I hate that mushy stuff." Remember, guys, hair could be the hair on your head, or it can also be a bunny, if you hear that word. As he waited in line for his wheelbarrow full of Easter treats, Hopper grew even more grumpier. What was the point of making treats all year and then running your paws off to hide them for someone else to find? Boy, he is grumpy. You would never be like that, would you? While the other bunnies gladly began their rounds, Hopper dragged his already tired feet. Hopper gazed at the heap of chocolate bunnies, marshmallow chicks, caramels, raspberry creams, and other delights. I wish all these treats were mine, he thought hungrily. Well, that's not a very good Easter bunny, is it? I would say he's being kind of selfish right now. Selfish is when you want everything for yourself. It's not a good character trait. Then his ears flew up with a wicked idea. "They could be mine," he said. "Who will ever know if I keep the goodies or give them away?" Hopper ran to his burrow, pushing the heavy wheelbarrow as fast as he could. Oh, Hopper, probably not the right thing to do. Hopper tried to roll the heavy wheelbarrow inside, but it was too wide. He pushed and pushed some more. He was so busy pushing, Hopper didn't notice a strawberry cream-filled egg fall off of the wheelbarrow. The egg rolled down the shady path towards the stream. Oh man, guys, do you believe he's doing it? He's keeping all that stuff for himself. He's gonna get cavities. Hopper puffed up his tiny chest, then he pushed with all his might. The wheelbarrow lurched forward, and the grumpy bunny fell flat on his face. "That was almost as hard as delivering all the treats," he complained. He's out of breath. But at last, the goodies were inside. Hopper ran his paws through the mountains of candy. He juggled jelly beans and made marshmallow nests for the chocolate eggs. What do you think, guys? Did he make a good choice by keeping all those Easter things? He looks happy. Then he began to eat and eat and eat. Hopper gobbled and gnawed the whole night through. Now he didn't feel so grumpy, but he did feel sticky and a little too full. Finally, he decided to go to the stream to get a nice, cool drink. Hopper stopped when he heard a meow, meow, meow. He peeked out from behind a tree and saw Lottie, Spotty, and Dottie, 3 kittens who lived nearby. Wonder what they're doing. He's watching them. Looks like they're looking for something, doesn't it? Wonder what it could be. Hopper hid in the reeds and listened. "They must be here somewhere," Spotty meowed. "This is Easter morning, isn't it?" Lottie asked. Oh dear, Hopper thought. The kittens are searching for Easter treats, and they aren't going to find any. Hopper felt an uncomfortable stirring deep inside. Should he have eaten all those treats? Had he done the wrong thing? What do you think? Yeah, I think he did the wrong thing too. Now there's none for anyone else. Then, to Hopper's great surprise, Dottie cried, "I I found one! She had found the strawberry cream-filled egg that had fallen off his wheelbarrow. See it right there? You think she's going to keep it all for herself? Let's see. Before Hopper could say a word, Spotty and Lottie rushed towards their sister. I'm the oldest, Spotty said, grabbing for the egg. I'm hungriest, Lottie argued. But I found it, Dottie squeaked. Oh boy, they're not sharing either. Look what happens. I'm going to show you the pictures first. They're fighting over it. What happened to it? Oh boy. Hopper felt terrible as he watched the kittens wrestle and hiss in the dewy grass. Suddenly, the kittens rolled right over the egg and smashed it to bits. They stopped wrestling and stared at the gooey mess. I think this author's purpose was to teach a lesson when he wrote this book. We should have shared, Spotty meowed sadly. We shouldn't have been greedy, Lottie sighed. We'll divide what's left of it, Dottie said firmly. Then the three kittens hugged. Oh dear, Hopper said to himself. He turned away from the kittens only to find himself nose to nose with Sir Byron, the great hare. Why haven't you delivered to your area? Sir Byron demanded. Hopper opened his mouth, but no sound came out. The chocolate that was smeared all over his face said it all. Ooh, he's in trouble. See, there's always consequences when you do something like that. He's looking kind of sad right now, isn't he? Oh, but look at. Come with me, Sir Byron said. Hopper followed him to the burrow, and the kittens tagged along behind. Sir Byron gave the kittens what was left of Hopper's goodies and made them honorary Easter bunnies. Go now, Sir Byron told the kittens. Spread joy and love. The great hare turned to Hopper. As for you, he said, you shall watch the kittens hide your treats. Perhaps then you'll understand what it means to be an Easter bunny. Aww. It took a while for the kittens to get the knack of hippity-hopping, but they had no trouble at all spreading joy. Hopper followed as they crossed the forest, hiding a brightly colored egg here, a chocolate bunny there. He watched as young gophers, squirrels, moles, and mice squeaked with delight as they found their treats. Hopper looked up and saw the clouds change from pink to fluffy white. He saw the first crocuses open their petals. Look at, I think he's seeing how happy everyone is, because I know that's something we talk about in class all the time. When you give, it feels really good. And sometimes it feels a lot better than it does to get things, doesn't it? Like when we did our Giving Tree project and our 100 Acts of Kindness, you guys told me how good it felt to do all those things. Hopper felt a lump in his throat. He'd always just worked his route, then gone home to soak his sore paws. He never noticed the wonder and magic of Easter before. It made him feel happy inside. Just then, Sir Byron appeared at his side. What do you think about Easter now, Hopper? It's wonderful, Hopper said. From then on, Hopper was glad to be an Easter bunny. He didn't mind spending every day of the year making treats for others to enjoy. And the next year, for the first time in his entire life, Hopper was eager for the night before Easter. Eager means he couldn't wait. He learned a lesson. Finally, the magic night arrived. Hopper's feet felt as light as marshmallow chicks as he danced the Easter Bunny dance. He couldn't wait to get his wheelbarrow heaped with treats and hide them all over the woods for happy youngsters to find. He looks very happy. Look at him. Looks a lot different than he did in the beginning of the story. And Hopper is saying, Happy Easter. So what do you think? I think the author, his purpose of that story was to teach a lesson. What do you think that lesson was? Yeah, I think you're right. I think the lesson was it's better to give things than to get them, because it makes you feel really good when you help someone or when you give someone something, doesn't it? That's my motto. I feel that way. I feel it's so much better to watch someone and their face when you give them something, how happy they are, than to get something. I get really excited about giving stuff. And you know what? It looks like the next time I see you guys, I've got an Easter egg to give you with your name on it. All right. Well, that's all for today. Don't forget, I love you and I miss you, and I hope you're doing great. Mwah! Bye, guys.